What if a door appeared in your room, only at midnight, and it led to a world no one has ever seen? There was a girl named Leela, and she was the most curious and adventurous person you could imagine. She just loved exploring old, forgotten places. Her town was quiet, pretty ordinary, well, except for the old abandoned mansion that stood right at the edge of the woods. Every single night, Leela would find herself staring at it from her window, wondering what secrets it held inside its crumbling walls. She could spend hours just imagining the stories those silent rooms could tell. Then, one night, something truly strange happened, something that would change her life forever. At exactly midnight, as the clock struck 12, Leela woke up. A soft, glowing light was coming from the corner of her room. She blinked, rubbing her eyes, but it was still there, and right on her wall, where there was nothing before, was a shimmering, otherworldly door. It wasn't just painted on, it pulsed with a gentle light, looking almost alive. The air in her room felt cooler, and the world outside her window felt completely silent, as if holding its breath. With her heart racing like a drum, Leela slowly got out of bed and reached for the handle. The door squeaked open, and what she saw took her breath away. It was a swirling tunnel of colors and lights, a vibrant vortex that seemed to be inviting her, pulling her to step inside. Taking a deep breath, Leela stepped through the doorway. Instantly, she found herself in a breathtaking secret world. It wasn't like anything she had ever read about in her books. Floating islands drifted lazily through a sky painted in shades of pink and purple. Rivers flowed beneath them, glowing like liquid silver. And all around her, strange and wonderful creatures she couldn't even have imagined danced and played, turning to look at her with friendly, curious eyes. Just then, a voice seemed to whisper on the wind, echoing all around her. It said, "Only those brave enough to follow curiosity may enter." At that moment, Leela realized she had been chosen. But chosen for what? The beautiful world was mesmerizing, but as she explored, she started to feel that something was wrong. A creeping shadow began to crawl over the glowing rivers, dimming their light. The floating islands started to tremble beneath her feet. Soon, Leela discovered a crystal key resting on a stone pedestal. An inscription was carved into the stone beneath it. It read, "Restore the light, or the world will fade forever." Fear pricked at her, but she knew she couldn't just stand by and watch this magical place disappear. She had to act. She grabbed the key and ran across the floating islands, solving ancient puzzles, dodging shadowy creatures that darted from the darkness, and learning to trust her instincts like never before. With every puzzle she solved and every obstacle she overcame, Leela felt herself growing braver, stronger, and more confident than she had ever been. Finally, she reached the very heart of the world, where a large, glowing pedestal stood waiting. With trembling hands, Leela placed the crystal key into the slot at its center. The moment it clicked into place, a brilliant wave of pure light exploded across the sky, washing over everything. The rivers began to sparkle with renewed energy. The islands stopped their trembling and floated peacefully once more. The shadow that had threatened to consume everything simply dissolved into thin air. Leela had done it. She had saved the secret world. All the magical creatures around her cheered silently, bowing their heads in respect. In that moment, she understood a profound truth. Courage wasn't about being fearless, it was about taking action. And when you were afraid, in the blink of an eye, Leela found herself back in her room. The glowing door flickered once, then vanished as if it had never been there. Everything looked completely ordinary again. The world outside her window was just her quiet town. But she knew. She knew what she had seen and what she had done was real. A smile spread across her face, a secret smile just for her, because she now understood that some secrets aren't meant to be kept, they were meant to change you forever. From that night on, Leela never doubted herself again. She learned that adventure is everywhere, just waiting for the curious and the brave to find it. And sometimes, the most magical doors only appear to those who are willing to take that first and certain step into the unknown. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.